doing? Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Morristown, a vibrant community where love, joy, and inclusivity are at the heart of everything that we do here. Here we honor the unique journey of every soul, offering a place of healing, growth, and celebration. Together we create an atmosphere of openness and love, where every person is seen, valued, and accepted just as they are. I'm Gail Belluardo, a licensed practitioner here in our center. Thank you for joining us, whether you're here in person, or you're watching the live stream, or you catch us later on our recording. And we are so happy that you are with us. If this is your first time with us, we welcome you and invite you to get a welcome packet and complete a new visitor form, which is in the back there. We also invite you to take a free book if you are new, your first time. Take a free book as a gift, as a thank you for being here. To all of you, we publish a weekly newsletter through Constant Contact. If you're not already signed up, please do so in the back. You can also visit us, of course, at our website, cslmorristown.org. We are so pleased to welcome back the incredible First Sunday celebration team. Kris Ferraro, who is a wonderful practitioner, and Rhonda Dene, who is an incredibly angelic musician. They are enchanting us with music, with inspiration, and you've already heard Rhonda, so you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So our annual theme for CSL is Open at the Top. Our monthly theme is the practice of beginning, and Kris's talk is Rising from Within. So we begin as we always begin.
Do the opening song.
Let's begin with the opening song with Rhonda.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
It's all right. Just come into the room. Come into the room. We're good. Yes. Allow this and take this into your heart. We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change the world one heart at a time. We can change. I know you're a part of me. We can change the world. We can change the world. One heart at a time. One heart at a time. We can change the world. We can change the world. One heart at a time. One heart at a time. I see you. I see you. I know you. You're a part of me. My heart is open to love. My heart is ready can change the world, one heart at a time. I can change the world, one heart at a time. I see you, I know you, you're a part of me. My heart is open to love. My heart is ready to love you. We can change the world, one heart at a time. We can change the world, one heart at a time. We can change, one heart at a time. We can change, one heart, one heart, one heart, one heart, one heart, one heart.
So beautiful. This just takes us right into our opening treatment. So I invite you to take a breath and release everything that came before. Coming home to the place within you where that love always resides. That love that is ever present, that love that is ever giving. The love of God, the love of Spirit, the universal presence of all that is, gifting us with life, moment by moment, thought by thought, experience by experience. So I know that as I am in God and God is in me, each one of us here is a part of God. For God is all inclusive. God is all celebrating. God is all welcoming. And God is always, always available. So I recognize its presence today with us at our celebration, knowing that there is good and greater good that is ever available, that divine wisdom flows through this entire time together, that our musical inspiration, that our talk, that all the other activities of our time together are blessed in every possible way. For there is love, and there is love, and there is only love. And so each one of us knows that love deep within our hearts, feels it emanating out throughout our time together, and knowing it is blessed, it is holy, and it is good. And so I am deeply grateful to speak this word and to know this truth and to be in communion with such beautiful souls. I release this with absolute, profound appreciation and thanksgiving into universal law that is always, always present, always acting on our behalf. I let go, I let God, and I truly, truly know it is already now done. And I invite you to join me in saying, and so it is. Amen. Amen. So we have just reached into our hearts from the beautiful music and lyrics from Rhonda, taking us right down into that inner sanctum of our soul. And so, what a great time then to offer our Namaste practice. Namaste, as you may know, is a Sanskrit word that means the God within me recognizes and honors the God within you. And I remember the first time I came to a CSL service, and I was gifted with that experience of Namaste. It changed me because it is a recognition of the divinity within you and a sharing of that because it's infinite. So nobody has more of God than anyone else, and no one is left out. So I invite you now to turn to someone and to offer the Namaste practice. And so what more can we say other than there is a meditation now that I would like to do, and it is called the soundtrack of your life. So I invite you to close your eyes, to be comfortable where you are seated, to feel safe and secure in your seat, your feet on the floor, feeling connected to Mother Earth. And we are going to take a little trip down memory lane. So I invite you to take a couple of breaths. As you draw your next breath in, I invite you to think about a time where music became so important in your life. It may be the very first time you heard music, it could be at a later point. I invite you to tap into that experience. And it doesn't have to be the first time you heard music, but when music was significant for you. Can you remember how old you were? Can you remember where you were? And how you were feeling at the time? Can you remember how that first impression that was so important to you, how it made you feel? Do you remember what was going on in your life? Do you remember what you were like at the time? In fact, how would you have described yourself to someone at the time? Or now, as you look back and have a longer view? What was the music? Who was the artist or artists? And are there any other memories or impressions from that time? Were there particular lyrics that resonated with you? Or melodies? And so I invite you now to think about the music that you listen to now. Is it the same music? The same artist? Is it surprising in any way what your choices are now compared to then? What feelings does the music you listen to now bring up for you? What about it resonates with you now? How is your life now? So think about where you were then, what you were listening to then, and now. How is your life now? How are you now? Would you describe yourself the same way as when you were younger? Or are you different? And in what ways might you be different? And now think about the whole process of becoming, because we are always in a process of becoming. Even as you look back on music that you enjoyed in the past, you are different now in certain ways. And it may reach you in a different way. If you're listening to new music, you may have other inspirations. And so you can call this the soundtrack of your life. And allow that resonance of what was before and what is now to be an experience held within your wholeness. And know that as you go forward from today, you are still in that process of becoming. Yes, your musical tastes may be the same or they may change, but they also reflect where you are at the moment. And so I invite you to bring yourself back to the room, to where you're seated, taking a nice deep breath, allowing the experience to be integrated into your heart. And when you are ready, bring your attention back to the room and listen to this beautiful music from my heart.
I close my eyes, I open my heart, I take a deep breath, let the healing start. I lift my hands, I plant my feet, I let love in, I feel the beat. It's calling us to rise, rise, spirit rise, rise in me. I ready my soul, I clear my mind, I'm here and now, in present time. Suns lighting up the dark. Oh, we rise as one. Rise, rise, spirit rise up, rise in me. Oh. morning. Happy Easter. Blessed Passover week. Lots of good things happening right now. I have to tell you, I was very excited about doing this talk today because guest speakers don't normally get to do the big holidays. And so when I learned that I was going to get to speak on Easter, I thought, I have so many things that I have to say. And normally what I do when I'm preparing for a talk, I meditate, I marinate in the question, what is seeking to be spoken through me, and I feel what comes through, and I take some notes, and I get some images, and I usually come up with an outline, and then I kind of come and see what happens. But this time I was like, I'm going to write a full talk. I'm going to write out everything that I want to say. I finally have my platform. I'm going to have it all out there. And then 10 minutes before I left, I went to print said notes, and this is what came out of my printer. There was a moment of panic, followed by laughter. Because how often when I try to make it about me, Spirit laughs. And so I tried printing it out in blue, and it looks kind of like this. It's going to be an interesting morning, you all. But I have no doubt that Spirit will flow through what most needs to be said. So, Easter is one of those sacred stories that lives in the collective consciousness, and we can honor it historically, we can look at it symbolically, but most importantly in New Thought is to look at it personally, because the story that is happening is also happening within us. So it's not really about what happened back then. It is about what is happening in the here and now through us. And so we're going to talk about rolling away the stones that allow for our inner resurrection. Because every day, every moment of every day is an opportunity for us to become resurrected, to move out of the limitations and stories, and to become what Spirit is asking us to have revealed within us. So in the Easter story, the stone is very literal. It seals the tomb. It marks an ending. It says, this is over. But metaphorically, the stone can represent many aspects in our lives. It could represent a belief, maybe a belief that's become hardened within us. It can represent a fear that has been normalized because we've been living with it for so long, we just think it's truth. It can be a pattern that we've stopped questioning. It can be a habit that is interfering with our well-being on some level or on many levels. It can be a story that we've told so many times that we have believed that it is true. Now, it's really easy to see those in other people. You may have a friend. That friend may have, say, gotten divorced. And every time you see that person, they start the story, maybe even word for word. It's like there's a tape inside of them and you hit play and they start to repeat it word for word. But we all do that. It's a functioning of our conscious minds. The stone says, this is just who I am. This is how it's always been. This is how it's always going to be. This is so unfair. This habit doesn't matter. Don't I deserve a break? Nothing is going to change. Here's what's so important to know about the stones that are in our lives. We can resent them, we can be angry at them, we can think that they're evil. They're not. They're protective. At some point, the stones in our lives form to keep us safe, to spare us disappointment, to keep us from being embarrassed, to keep our lives small and at the same time safe. The stones say, stay in your lane. Now, I can tell you that every person in this room has at some point gotten the stay in your lane message. It may have been from your family, it may have been at school, it may have been from a partner, okay? Don't try to do anything else. This is who you are and this is who you're supposed to be. The problem is that what once protected us entombs us. It outlives its usefulness. So many of these things were created in childhood at a time when we needed that protective mechanism. And then they just took root inside of us, and we've been carrying them around ever since. So the question is, what stone am I living behind? How is it blocking my light? The important thing to do when asking these questions is not to do it from a judgmental point of view or from force, because those just become other stones, right? Judgment and force are stones in and of themselves. It's to adopt a feeling of curiosity about yourself, about the things that have crafted what you believe and how you see life and how you see yourself, and to ask those questions in a light and compassionate way. When you do it that way, you will get answers. Because here's the subtle truth. We don't always realize that we're living in a tomb. The tomb can feel familiar, predictable, even comfortable. Feeling comfort within our discomfort. There are so many years that I lived in poverty that I had turned poverty into a game. How cheap can I get this? How well can I live on next to nothing? How much can I stretch my dollars? To the point that it became something that I was deeply attached to. We do that because we're so creative. We have such ingenuity that's living within us that we can make anything really tolerable if we need to. And so the stone looks like staying small when life is really trying to call you forward. It is repeating emotional patterns that just don't serve you. Sometimes it's holding on to identities that we've outgrown. I have probably lived about 15 lives so far in this lifetime, and each of those lives has had a very specific wardrobe. There was a time when I had a lot of clothes representing those different lives, and I had to ask myself, listen, you're not wearing the patent leather boots anymore. Why are they still in your closet? It was because I still had an attachment to the identity of that time when I was reclaiming myself and deciding that I deserved to be free. I decided to embody that and let the boots go. I did donate them to a church rummage sale. Pretty surprising that my high-heeled patent leather boots did fetch a nice price. So that's how much my life had changed in those 20 years. We get attached to those identities and what we think they mean about us, but we can bring forward those qualities back into the version of who we are now and let go of a lot of the dysfunction. That time in my life, there was a lot of freedom. There was also a lot of pain. I don't want to carry that forward. I just want to carry forward the lessons. Sometimes we decorate our tomb. We make it look really good. We hang up beautiful things. We say it's spiritual to be in poverty. We say it's noble to be a doormat. We tell ourselves all these stories. Sometimes we use logic. Often it looks like statistics. Well, 97% of women this age only do blah, 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 so that must be the truth for me. Sometimes we make it seem necessary, but underneath it, there's something in us that knows there is more life here. There is more life here that is seeking to burst forward and be expressed. And that, my friends, is resurrection. That's the good stuff. So what do we do with these stones? How do we roll them away? Well, we have to develop awareness. We got to be aware of what those stones are, otherwise we don't know what to do with them. We have to develop real honesty. Honest with ourselves, honest about how other people are. That can be hard, but it's really important because the truth will set you free. It involves softening, not forcing those stones away, but to be soft and loving and compassionate with ourselves. And of course, it involves willingness. It's not about pushing or striving. It's about asking, what am I ready to see differently? How am I willing to have it be different? What am I ready to release? And what truth is trying to emerge through me? Sometimes the stone begins to roll away when we have a moment of insight, one of those aha moments. You're watching something, listening to something, and it's like that message is just for you. It cuts through and you go, whoa, that was for me. Sometimes it happens through a conversation. That's why it's so important to be in community. That's why it's so important for us to get together and speak and talk and break bread with each other afterwards. Sometimes those are the conversations that go, oh, that's exactly what I needed to know. Sometimes the stone begins to move when we have a breakdown and ends up leading to a breakthrough. Every breakdown that I've ever had, and there have been a few, in other words, a lot, on the other side of them has been some kind of breakthrough that needed to cut through my stubbornness, my resentment, my anger, and something had to blow that up to bring me into a state of humility so I could get the blessings that were seeking to be expressed in my life. Sometimes it's just a quiet inner knowing that you just can't ignore anymore. It feels like this. You ever have a talent that you're not using? It is torturous. It is like you're constantly being poked. Hey, are you writing that song? Hey, what about that book you wanted to do? Hey, I see you haven't painted in a year. Hey, and it just keeps on doing this until you finally say yes. And of course, we start rolling the stones away when we practice our spiritual practices. They're called practices for a reason. Listen, sometimes to this day, I'll do practices and I feel like I'm going through the motions. I sit down in meditation and the monkey mind is doing this. I go into prayer and I don't really even feel anything. But I keep showing up. Because even within the mundane, even within the seeming, oh, I'm just sort of, walking through this practice, sometimes that's where the most incredible insights and miracles come through. Often the rolling away of the stone doesn't happen all at once. In fact, I think most of the time, at least in my life, it doesn't seem to work that way. Sometimes the stone cracks. Sometimes it shifts slightly. Sometimes it starts to move out of the way, and then it moves right back into the way. And then you gotta begin all over again. But that's okay. It is not about perfection. It really is about participation. It's about showing up. Sometimes we take so much spiritual responsibility onto our shoulders that we literally get in the way of the flow. We get in the way of the blessings. We spend too much time writing out every word we're going to talk about, and then our printer doesn't work. This is what happens. It's a message from Spirit that says, hey, 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 I might have something to say here too. And so we start to think about what is seeking to be expressed through us. And once the stone begins to move, even just a tiny bit, and the light begins to come in, the life that was always there becomes revealed. It's always been here. It is the golden Buddha with the layers of tar, where the cracks let the light shine through. Sometimes we just make it harder than it really needs to be. Resurrection is not about becoming something new. It is about allowing what is inside of us to become visible, to become informed, to become manifest, and to be revealed through our lives, through our relationships, through our careers. And when that happens, we feel more alive. We get more clarity. We have more freedom to choose, where before maybe obligation was getting in the way of us being able to choose for ourselves what we most want. Suddenly that stone moves and we can choose ourselves. And of course, it allows for so much more love. This is what we might call Christ consciousness. Not a person outside of us, but a realization living within us that's tapping on the inside and saying, let me out. Remember that you are not separate from life. You are an expression of it. When I first joined a metaphysical community, one of the expressions we used all the time and I use to this day, God, Spirit Source, is the ocean, and I am an individual wave of that ocean. It's such a visual. It gives us an opportunity to say, wow, the vastness of the ocean with all that it contains, which of course is the actual ocean and everything else too, and the infinite universe that is eternal. I am the expression of that. I am a piece of the hologram that contains the integrity of the whole. All of it right here. How awesome is that? So we're going to do a little gentle practice today to roll away the stones. So I invite you to get comfortable. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. We're going to start by taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, blowing it out through the mouth. And ask yourself in your mind, what is one stone that I've been carrying? It could be a belief, a fear, pattern. What is one stone I have been carrying? And allow it to just bubble up. And resist any urge to fix it. Instead, move into your heart and bring compassion to that stone. The stone formed for a reason. Bring it compassion and bring it grace. Let's take another nice deep breath in. Blow it out. Now ask yourself, am I willing, just willing, to loosen my grip on this? No force. Soften into the question. And if it feels right, imagine the stone shifting. A tiny bit, big amount, you decide. Take a breath, blow it out, and notice what you notice. Maybe a little more light coming in, a little more spaciousness. And just notice how that feels. And take a breath. And blow it out. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Easter reminds us of something radical. The stone can be moved. The tomb is not the end. Life is always waiting to rise. Life was never gone. It changes form as energy does, but life is eternal. And that eternal nature of life lives within you. You are perfect, whole, and complete. Your spiritual nature is operating within our messy humanness. It's great. Isn't it wonderful that we get to be in both? Isn't it wonderful that we have our divinity and it's housed in this life school in which we're playing with other players and all sorts of things are happening, and in every opportunity we get a chance to grow. And it's always here to return to. All we have to do is bring our willingness, and it will rise up to meet you. One step forward, it will rush into your life and remind you that you are loved. That you are loved beyond measure, and that you're worthy of all of those things that are incubating inside of you that are seeking to be expressed. Not because you earned it, but because you are here. This is not the time for the weak, y'all. If you're here, if your soul is here at this time in history, there is a strength within you. You won the lottery. You got to come here during this time. It sounds wild, but when I say it, a part of you goes, uh-huh. Listen to that. It's too easy to listen to the ain't it awful. There's opportunity that is unfolding within every moment that we have. There is more chance and opportunity to be who we choose to be. That we get to rise up and be the heroes that we've been looking for other people to be. No matter what you've been through, and I know we've all been through a lot, no matter what patterns you've carried, there is a part of you that has never been hurt, harmed, or injured in any way, that will live beyond this name, this gender, this identity, that is part of the infinite, and it is in you. Charles Fillmore said, the resurrection takes place in us every time we rise to the realization of the indwelling life. I'll say it again. Yeah. The resurrection takes place in us every time we rise to the realization of the indwelling life. It's already here. And so we're going to embody this because we're going to do a ritual together today. So I've got Gail and Lori helping me out. We're going to be passing around and you're going to take an egg. Now, at a point, I'm going to ask you to open the egg. I'm going to tell you now to be careful opening the egg because there are stickers inside of the egg. And we can have stickers all over the floor if we don't do this carefully. I also want to say, I did not vet all of the stickers. They seemed positive enough. If you get a sticker that has something sassy on it, it's not personal. I couldn't get through 300 stickers. You're going to let it go. You're going to let me off the hook, okay? So now we're going to pass around a bowl on each side. Okay, within these two bowls are 82 attributes. There is no two that are identical. You're not going to look. You're going to trust. You're going to shuffle around. Freedom. Look at that. Got the right one. Okay? And you're going to pull one of these attributes out. Okay? So we're going to pass those back. Okay, good. Okay. This ritual is called placing new life within. Sounds pretty good, right? Okay. So today we're not just talking about the resurrection, we are practicing it. There are attributes within those bowls, and you're going to pick one out, and that attribute has something to say to you. It's something to be more expressed in your life. Okay? So we're going to activate that quality. So, everybody got their attribute? Is it still going around? All right, I'm going faster than you all. I'm going to have a sip of water. You guys are going to get your bowls going around. Everybody get their attribute? Everybody got their egg? Yes. Everybody got their egg? Okay, good. Anybody not get their attribute yet? All right. Okay. Told you guys trust. I know some of you are shifting looking for one that you want. Trust what comes. There's nothing bad in there. You can't lose. Every attribute in there would be a good thing to have. I trust you. Trust me on this one. This is what I spent my Saturday night doing. Can you imagine? This is what I did on a Saturday night. Came up with attributes, cut paper, and wrote them out. I put a lot of thought into this. Too much thought. But I put a lot of thought into it. So trust what you get. All right, everybody has their attribute. All right, you're going to look at the attribute, see what it is. We're going to place it to the chest and put one hand on top of the other. And if you feel comfortable, you can repeat after me. This lives in me. This is rising in me now. I am letting this manifest in me perfectly. Okay. Now you're going to carefully and gently open up your eggs. You're going to roll that up, and you're going to put it inside of the egg. There's stickers in there. That I'm taking zero responsibility for what they say. The stickers are for you. They're a little gift. No, you can leave them in there if you want, because unless they have a message on there that you don't want to incubate, you can take them out. But usually they look pretty positive. You might have been expecting candy or chocolate. I'm like the lady in the neighborhood on Halloween who gives out toothbrushes. No sugar on this watch, y'all. I'm sorry. You're going to get some cute stickers. Put them on a water bottle or something. And now that you've incubated your egg, you're going to hold the egg to your chest. And we're going to affirm together. There is life within me that cannot be contained. There is truth within me that is rising now. I am willing to live from what is awakening within me. Now let's take a breath. And blow it out. Okay. So, we have created the ritual of the microcosm, doing something in small form, so that it can become the macrocosm, so become manifest in your life. Do something fun with your eggs. Paint them, put them on your altar, bring them into your prayer sessions. Do something fun with them. Let them incubate. Pick a day that you're going to open the egg, right? Integration and incubation is a part of every creation, okay? Make it 3 days, 5 days, a week. Pick something auspicious that works for you. And when you open it up, look back on this moment and just see, is there more of that in your life? Are you more of that in your life? And then tell me about it, because I'd really like to know. Resurrection is not something we wait for. It is something we participate in. And today, we have chosen to rise. Love you all. Not the surface. If you ask me a question at the end. That was lovely. Rising up beyond the hush, yes. We feel it, reveal it, yeah. We see, believe it, in spirit. Spirit, you're the breath in us, breathing over us right here. Spirit, you're the grace in us, climbing out through every fear. Spirit, you're the peace in us, spreading out across the world. Spirit, you're the power in us, flying like a bird unfurled. Yes, we feel it, reveal it. Yes, we see, believe it, in spirit. Let me, Kris said, just reverberate right here in your heart. Feel the spirit rising within you. Spirit, you're alive in us. You're alive in us right here. Spirit, you're alive in us, shining bright through us right here. Spirit, you're the love in us, reaching out through every touch. Spirit, you're the voice in us, rising beyond the heart. Yes, we feel it, receive it. Yes,
So I was debating with myself whether I would say this, but I want to. Thank you to Kris and Rhonda for the beautiful talk, powerful, inspiring talk, and beautiful music, which we'll hear more of. And I just want to say you both did excellent today. You knew that was coming.
I knew.
Okay, so let's now move on to this time where we get to give our thanks, show our appreciation to this beloved spiritual center that is always giving to us, always here for us, and inspiring us. So I invite you to join me and know that even if you're not here today, even if you're coming at a later point, you can always give online. We have all those things, all those technological things, we have them available. So I invite you to join with me in saying our affirmation. Divine love consecrates my gift.
Divine love consecrates my gift.
It goes forth to heal,
It goes forth to heal,
prosper,
prosper,
and bless.
and bless.
It returns to be multiplied abundantly.
It returns to me multiplied abundantly.
And as I share my good,
And as I share my good,
I accept my greater good.
I accept my greater good.
And so it is. So now it's time for our announcements, of which we have many. Things are hopping here. We got lots of stuff happening and happening. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You got my corner today. You got my corner. After social, so please come back, be here for social hour. And after social hour, we have a wonderful outing planned by Lynn.
With the rain, I think we're gonna
Except that it's raining. So, maybe there'll be something else. Yeah. You never know. Spirit always surprises us. So, anyway, if it occurs, there will be an outing to Reeves Reed Arboretum in Summit. So see Lynn, see how the weather's doing, and know that you'll be in the right and perfect place wherever. So we have something really exciting and important happening next week. We have our community meeting, April 12th. It'll be right after social hour, right after service and before social hour. It will not be long, but it's a real update where you get to hear how we are doing financially and other ways. And your leadership council will be here along with Reverend Janice to facilitate that. Okay, we will renew the business of the center, share highlights from our 2025 finances, of which there's good news. You have to come though to see it. And we'll revisit meaningful events and milestones that shaped our year. It has truly been a monumental year of growth, service, and spiritual connection. And this meeting offers a wonderful opportunity to participate and be warmly welcomed as the divine beings that you are. Okay, and the next thing that comes is it's a recurring event. It's the Woman-to-Woman Luncheon, which we have every month or so, and it alternates between Thursday and Saturday, so people who work during the week can come. There's a sign-up sheet and also a place on that sheet to put what you will be bringing. And we look forward to seeing you there. Okay, we have get the word out. Share the love, spread the news, and invite a friend to Center for Spiritual Living Morristown. Your marketing team would like to suggest easy things we can all do to make the outside world more aware of our beautiful center. For April, let's all take some business cards home with us. We're back there? They're back there. Okay. They will be available to you during Sunday celebration. If you can, pin them at your library. I put mine up at that wall that ShopRite has, where you can post things. So I do that and find a bulletin board and hand them out to friends. Even people that you think might not be interested. who knows, right? So keep some in your car and tack one up wherever you can. That's legal. Okay. You're getting my corn today, so that's what I'm releasing. And we also have another recurring event, which is always lovely, healing and inspirational. It's Cat Roman's Sound Healing Journey, and that will be Sunday, June 7th, right after social hour at 1 o'clock. So sign up. There is a way to sign up for it. We have limited, I want to say, mats, limited room for mats, and know that everybody meant to be here will be here and will be greatly inspired and healed. And, well, it goes on and on, right? CSLM Book Club, that has started recently. It got a good start. It meets on Mondays from 6 to 7:30 p.m. here at the center. The book that everyone is reading together is What the Heck is Self-Love Anyway? So you're invited to join. Mondays from 6 to 7:30. We have now something new that Reverend Janice started last week, which is the CSLM discussion group, which occurs after service on Sunday, once a month. Reverend Janice started it last Sunday. I will be facilitating it on April 26th, the last Sunday of this month, and Lori Carlson will be facilitating it on May 31st. So come and join us after service. And not quite last, the Science of Mind magazines are still back there. They are 2-month editions. So we have now gone into April, the 2nd month. They are really inspiring. People feel a real shift when they read them. And there's a new sign-up sheet for social hour. It's available on the back counter. So there's a lot of stuff on the back counter, a lot of flyers that remind you of the same things that I announced, and also things to sign up for. And last but not least, we just had my healing circle this past Friday night, and that does occur on the first Friday of every single month. If you haven't made it, you are welcome to join us. Okay. Now, I invite Kris back to do her closing treatment.
I begin every prayer with closing my eyes and getting back in touch with my breath to let go of everything that is happening outside of me and to come fully present into the here and now. And as I do that, and I slow down, I'm able to get in touch with that still small voice of love that is within me and within each and every one of you. And so as we come together, we meet in that field of infinite possibilities, in pure consciousness, in the light of God, in the love of the big, beautiful, great heart of the universe. And in this place, what I'm knowing on behalf of each and every one of us is that we are feeling true love, compassion, and mercy for ourselves, for the stones in our lives. And what I am knowing is that every day and in every way, those stones are moving from the indwelling presence of spirit that is operating on our behalf. I'm knowing that each of us are feeling safer and more secure to let go of the old patterns and to embrace the living life force that is seeking to emerge through us, through our relationships and careers, through our creative self-expressions, through our relationship with ourselves and the one, through everything that we have ever thought and wanted to become and be and embody, all of it right here, all of it in the here and now, all of it in the living embodiment of who each of us is. And so what I am knowing is the way is made easy and light, that we are compassionate and loving with ourselves and with others, and that in moments that may even feel mundane, we choose to rise up and simply allow ourselves to be more of who we truly are than we ever have before, to cast off the old conditioning and to take a chance on the magic within that is seeking expression. I know that all support that is needed is showing up and showing up right on time. And what I am knowing is that we are supporting ourselves and one another in all of this. So with enormous gratitude for the ever-unfolding grace, for the ever-unfolding love that supports and sustains each and every one of us in the moments we see and the moments we can't, for all that is coming into embodiment, and for everything that unfolds as a result of all of this. Thank you, sweet spirit. And now I always move into my favorite part, surrender, where I get out of the way and know that spirit is doing this all in, through, and as me, in, through, and as you, always for our highest good, always in divine order, always right on time. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. The Word was God. The Word is God. And so I let the words that have been spoken be so, knowing that they are done. I let it all go and trust and say yes. And if you'd like, please join with me by saying, and so it is. Amen.
If you want to dance, you can. I don't mind. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place
is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. All right.
Kris. And I just want to mention that next week, Lori Carlson will be our guest speaker, and our speaker, and she's always a guest here.
Never a guest.
Never. It's all good. And Andrew Dunn will be our musical inspiration.
No, actually, isn't it Tony and Clive? Yeah. I think it's supposed to be Tony and Clive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Okay, we had a little error. It's going to be Tony
Tony and Clive
and
from
Clive from CSL,
Yeah.
North Jersey. Okay, and just want to thank everybody who participated in the potluck today, brought a meal in or whatever, and thank you so much, and let's go enjoy ourselves.
Thank you.